Hey there, I'm Jeff with CreditCards.com. Today we're doing a review of the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. This is one of the most popular travel credit cards out there. So there's a lot to like about it, but naturally it also has its downside. So we'll cover all of that in today's video. And we'll even have a final verdict for you at the end. So hopefully I earn your thumbs up. You realize just how much time and effort we put into our content. And you end up a subscriber to our channel. You know, we're gonna do a lot of videos in the future related to credit cards and credit more generally. All right, so as far as this review goes, here's how we're gonna break it down. We're gonna talk about the current sign-up bonus. We'll cover the rewards, which I think are really important. We'll talk about some of the redemption options for those rewards. Then we'll go over some of the other benefits and fees that you'll see with the card. And like I said before, we'll do a final verdict at the end. Now, along the way, I will compare this card to some other popular travel credit cards. But if you kind of want to just skip to the front of the line, we did do a full guide about the best travel credit cards, and I'll link that down below in the description for you. Now, as far as credit cards go, things change pretty quickly, and I obviously cannot come back and update this video really quickly. So if you just want to make sure everything is current, check down below in the description. Our full review should have everything updated. Everything I mentioned in this video is accurate as of when we're publishing. So things may change. Just check out the links down below in the description. All right, so that's kind of a lot of wind up. Now let's briefly touch on the sign-up bonus. I don't like to mention the exact sign-up bonus only because it changes. So if you want to see the current sign-up bonus, check the links down below in the description. Usually Chase is one of the more generous card issuers when it comes to sign-up bonuses. Now you may also want to try out our card match tool. It's a service that's on our website. I'll link that in the description. You can see if there are any special offers that you're kind of interested in. I think that's worth trying at least once. And again, the link is down below in the description for that. So I think the sign-up bonus is nice. I don't think it's what most people should focus on. I like to bring it up just so you know what you're getting yourself into. But I also want to talk about the rewards because I think those are more important. That's kind of the long-term value of getting a credit card. You should focus mostly on the rewards, and the sign-up bonus is kind of the cherry on top. So as of now, here's a look at the rewards for the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. You can see that it earns 5 points per dollar on Lyft rides. That does expire in March of 2022, but the core two spending categories are travel and dining. So you earn 2 points per dollar on travel purchases. Those would include things like, hotels and airlines, buses, taxis. They have a pretty large, broad list that's considered travel or coded as travel. And then 2 points per dollar on dining purchases. That includes, restaurants, fast food, cafes. They have a fairly broad list for dining as well. And then this is a limited time offer, but 2 points per dollar on up to $1,000 in grocery store purchases, and then 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. You will see that sometimes they have limited time promotions. Chase is pretty good at that. But really the core spending categories are travel and dining, and then 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. So just at first glance, the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card looks like it needs a revamp. I mean, 2 points per dollar on travel and dining purchases, that's not all that impressive. And I think a lot of people see 2 points per dollar and they say, well, that's kind of equivalent to 2% cash back. That's not exactly true. I mean, if you compare it to something like the Citi Double Cash Card, that earns 2% back on all transactions, 1% when you buy, 1% when you pay, that kind of looks like a better card. But you're not seeing the whole picture. You'll also have to consider the value of your Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Yes, they can be worth 1 cent per point, making the equivalent of about 2% back, but they can also have the potential to be worth more. So now I want to cover the redemption options for your Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Now, if you just go to the points guy and you look up their estimate for the value of Chase Ultimate Rewards points, they say they can be worth about 2 cents per point. That is, if you're using your points to transfer them to different travel partners of Chase. It's obviously not guaranteed that you get 2 cents per point. That's just an estimate. But if you're really diligent with your research and you hunt for deals, I think there's a realistic scenario where you get 2 cents per point, if not more, out of your points. So obviously, if that's the case, if you do get 2 cents per point, it's not essentially the equivalent of 2% back. It could be the equivalent of essentially 4% back. Again, you're looking just at the transfer partners here. And so here's a list of the current transfer partners for Chase right on the screen. You can see that they have a number of different hotel and airline partners, and that you can take your Chase Ultimate Rewards points and convert those to the points or miles from some of their transfer partners. The one thing that I do think is worth noting is that while they have a pretty large list of transfer partners, that is not the whole story. They actually have transfer partners that are a part of the 3 major airline alliances. So United is a part of Star Alliance, British Airways is a part of One World, and Air France is a part of SkyTeam. So that means, for example, let's say you're trying to fly with Delta, you can actually transfer your points to Air France miles and then book Delta flights that way. So I consider the transfer partners to be a nice upside for Chase, a reason to actually have a Chase credit card. But obviously, transfer partners are not your only redemption options for your Chase Ultimate Rewards points. So let's cover those now. So you can see a list here on your screen. The ones that I want to point out though are 1, a travel redemption option, 2, the pay yourself back feature, and 3, cashback. So if you choose not to transfer your points to transfer partners, but you still want to book travel, probably the best use of your points is to go through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, which can be similar to Kayak or Expedia. And if you go this route, your points effectively get a 25% boost. So instead of being worth maybe 1 cent per point, they can be worth 1.25 cents per point. And just as an FYI, Chase also has the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which is kind of the step up from this card. And that one earns a 50% boost if you're booking travel the way I just explained. You cannot have both cards though at any given time. You can only have either the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, not both. But I'll link the Chase Sapphire Reserve for you down below in the description. It does have some advantages over the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, but obviously it has some drawbacks as well. Now, if you don't end up booking travel with your points, either through the Ultimate Rewards portal or through their transfer partners, Chase does have a new program they call Pay Yourself Back, which allows you to redeem your points as statement credit for certain purchases, again, at a value of 1.25 cents per point, although this may change or go away in the future. Now, one thing that I personally like about Chase credit cards is that they have kind of a fail-safe for the value of your points. So let's say you don't use the pay yourself back feature or the travel features, any of that I discussed, you can actually redeem your points for a general statement credit, for gift cards, or direct deposit at a value of 1 cent per point. So there are some very realistic options for getting at least 1 cent per point for your membership rewards points. Now let's move over to some of the other benefits and fees that come with the card. I think the first thing you have to acknowledge is the $95 annual fee. Obviously, I don't love having annual fees, but it's very much in line with a lot of the other mid-range travel credit cards out there, like the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card and the Citi Premier card. But the one thing I'm a little disappointed by with the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card is that it doesn't have a recurring credit that you can count on year after year that is definitely staying around that will help you to offset the annual fee. So there is no credit for TSA PreCheck or Global Entry, or no recurring airline credit fee or anything like that. Now they are really cognizant of that annual fee, and they do often run promotions here and there that can maybe help you mentally offset that annual fee. I know they have some running right now. So maybe my concerns are a little overblown, but I tend to prefer when credit cards have, yes, they might have an annual fee, but they have a credit that recurs year after year where you can sort of mentally say, okay, that's helping me to offset the annual fee. And we just don't have that as of now with the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. Beyond that though, there are some really nice perks to the card. For instance, you don't incur any foreign transaction fees, so you can use the card abroad just like you would in the United States, and you don't incur a foreign transaction fee in the process. It's also a Visa, so it's accepted almost everywhere that credit cards are. And there are some nice protections and insurance items that you don't often see with cards that have a $95 annual fee. Now, we have more details about that on our website. I don't like to list them in our videos because they do change here and there, but I know we have a more comprehensive list in our full review. Again, the link is down below in the description, but some of those I think personally might be a reason in and of themselves to get the card. Now, one of the biggest upsides that I consider with this card is the fact that it works nicely with other Chase cards out there. And in fact, there's something called the Chase Trifecta, which if you know about credit cards, you've definitely heard about this. But the general idea is you take 3 different cards from Chase, you pair them together, and you use each one of them to maximize spending in certain categories. And then you pool your points and you go for a big vacation or something, and you use your points to book something that you otherwise probably wouldn't pay for. So we have more information about the Chase Trifecta down below in the description. It can certainly be a way to maximize your points and to spend smartly. Generally, the cards you'll see are the Chase Freedom Flex, I'll link it in the description, Chase Freedom Unlimited, again, link in the description, and then either the Sapphire Preferred or the Sapphire Reserve. Again, you cannot have both of them, you can only have one of them, and that would be the Chase Trifecta. I think it's a pretty great setup, And we'll have more information for you in the description. But that's about it with the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. You know, there's a lot of things that are good about the card. Obviously, like I said at the outset, there are downsides as well. You just have to figure out what's right for you. In terms of our final verdict, generally speaking, we really like this card. We like, you know, the protections and perks you get with it. We think the value of the points can be fairly high. The points themselves can be pretty lucrative. We like their different redemption options, their travel partners. We love that it has no foreign transaction fees. I think the annual fee is modest. I wish it was a little bit easier on a recurring basis to offset. But net, I think it's a great starter travel credit card. And again, we have more information, full reviews, guides, comparisons on our website. Check down below in the description for that. I hope I earned your thumbs up and you now subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.